Okay, a little technical glitch there. I apologize for that. We lost our connection to the server briefly. And then while we were losing it, we came up against Noober. And so, killed any monsters yet? Ever been to Baldur's Gate? I've been to Baldur's Gate. I think I stepped in something. Everyone in town used to throw rocks at me and tell me I was annoying. What time is it? I haven't had a conversation this long and well ever. What's that big weapon for? These colors look pretty stupid on you. I went to a guy named Dilby. He threw rocks at me. Are you going to throw rocks at me? What about now? What about now? What about now? Etc., etc. Why am I doing this, you might wonder? Why? Why would I ever want to do this? Why? What is the point of talking to Noober over and over again? What about now? What about now? What about now? It sounds insane. Have I gone insane? Why am I doing this? Why? I mean, just... There we go. Ran out of things to say, and I get 400 experience points. So that's why I do that. Just a quick experience from Noober just for tolerating his annoying ass for a few minutes. So we're going to explore over here because Boyle's getting one of those strange feelings. Those strange feelings he gets when he thinks that he has this strange premonition that there's something valuable over here. A vision of these fields. Where is it? Where is it? Somewhere in these fields. If I can find it. Where it is, I think it's down here. It is... Where is it? I can never quite lay my paws on it when I want to. It is around here somewhere. Is it over here? I think maybe it's up here. There's a very particular item that I'm looking for, which is absolutely invaluable if you can get it. But man, this game does not make it easy to find. Is that what I'm getting there? I feel like I see the, there it is, look at that, look at how hard that is to find. Alright, that's what we wanted. Whew, a tiny little thing, that was so difficult. Okay, so why did I go through all that trouble? Oh geez, she needs another, I don't think she can afford another healing potion. But the reason I did it is for this. Ankeg armor. Ankeg armor just makes a world of difference. World of difference in terms of Jaheira's survivability. And, of course, I think maybe back in the day, I'm not sure whether fighter druids were always able to wear metal armor. I think that was a change that they made at some point. And back then, it was like absolutely a lifesaver for her because she was stuck wearing leather armor or hide armor most of the time. And indeed, if I recall, pretty sure that in pen and paper D&D that was indeed the case, that they had to wear natural armor as well as use natural weapons.
Gorion would be proud of your actions.
Indeed. So anyway, so that's why I did that. Just bumping up Jaheira's AC every little bit helps. Who else do we have here in the town here? Well, we talked to Edwin, right? We don't like Edwin, so we let him go his merry way. Up here we have Minsk. I love Minsk. I am not prepared to get Minsk right now. The reason I'm not prepared to get Minsk right now is because Minsk is another one of those characters who has a time limit on his personal quest. Like, you hire him, you have to go rescue Dinah here. And so I'm going to leave him be and we'll talk to him later. But I do want to pay a visit to the Nashkel Carnival, which is just a blast in many different levels and has some...
My muse shall not speak to such as thee.
And there she lay, pale and bloodless at my side. Woeful be the path of the elves, said I. Woeful be the path of all who trod this glade. For Nosferatu's once fair love has died. Oh, she has died. Midst coffers full and coffins bare, there came the fearsome devil bat, red than two sharp teeth that glistened there. There ends Galahane's last and best loved work, Nosferatu. Enjoy the rest of the carnival, ladies and gentlemen. A finer one I have not seen in years. We get a little dramatic reading of a poem called Nosferatu. So I don't know if Galahane's supposed to be, if that's supposed to refer to. It doesn't sound like it refers to Stoker, to Bram Stoker, or F.W. Murnau. So I'm not sure who that is supposed to be referring to. But hey, whatever. And now let's talk to the Great Gazebe.
I'm always ready to entertain.
Hi, and welcome. Well, and welcome. You have stumbled upon the Great Gazebe Show, starring yours truly, the Great Gazebe. Allow me to introduce the amazing Upa, the world's only exploding ogre. Where is he? There he is, Upa.
Watch as I make myself disappear.
All right, let's talk to the Great Gazebe again, shall we? Fun for the whole family. Now let's try that crowd pleaser one more time.
Come see me swallow flaming knives.
And why not again? Let's go for 3. You're either a diehard fan or a sadist, friend. No, Upa, just one more. One last one. You can go back to the tent. Upa, put the weapon down. Upa! Hey!
Any more of your nice.
Whoa! That wasn't good. Upa popped out swinging.
You spoke at me?
He made a bad day for Montaron immediately. Well, that's not good. I think Czar should get back.
Can I help you?
Khalid should get into it. Jaheira should get into it. Boyle should get the frick back. And Emwyn should get the frick back. It's interesting that Upa's arrival effect, like his crazy goop or whatever that is, his cloud of ectoplasm arrives after he does. All right, let's go to it. Time for a little Lorlock's Minor Drain. Why did I bother to do this? You might wonder. Well, because it's funny and because Upa's experience. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I can take down Upa with a sleep spell. Just need to make sure there's no civilians in the area. There we go.
Taylor, your clothes are absolutely dreadful.
I don't think Montron's interested in an assessment of his clothes, lady. Alright, well, the sleep spell did not work, as it turns out. Doesn't always work. It's possible Upa is a higher level ogre than the average ogre. Imwin's going to get back, because I don't want her getting tagged. I guess she's pretty much safe at this point, so let's whack him. Whoa!
Much clearer with rest.
Man, Khalid also whacked. That is not good. That is not good. Okay. Montron is going to need healing, of course.
Better part of valor. Better part of valor.
And that means that... Oh, Khalid. His morale failure really gets on my nerves. Oh, for God's sakes. Are you kidding me? I don't have time for a conversation right now. I'm really tempted for Montron just... His name's not Boyle, because that's... Alright, I just need to get rid of Binky real fast. There we go. Okay. Binky the buffoon. So, there we go. So, surprisingly difficult. I usually don't have that much trouble dealing with him, but... I guess it's, he shows up at point-blank range. What should we expect? Alright, Khalid. So yeah, Khalid has... I don't know what exactly it is in his script, but he has a particularly unique morale problem. That he loses morale even with a 16 charisma on the party leader. He will get morale failures and just bug the frick out, which is kind of annoying, to be honest. I have done some good work with Khalid in the past, but that is always going to be a problem. Ghoul touch, of course, which we do not need, but we will take it. I'll tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to go in these big tents, because those big tents have
Glad to meet you, friend.
a pickpocket in there who just takes your cash and runs, and there's nothing you can do about it. But here's Lester. Sure is a nice carnival they put on. If only there were more people here to enjoy it. Where is everyone? Down in the mines or dead. Combination of the two more often than not. I'm sorry, you folks are here to enjoy the carnival. Don't let me tell my depressing tales. The mines interest us more than the carnival, to be honest. We'd like to figure out what's wrong if we can. What's right? That place has been claiming lives hand over fist, but no one else can... Where else can one find work? It's either death by the demons or death by the dinner plate, and us Nashkel folk aren't the type to let our families starve. Well, who is? I'd register with the garrison, but with this bum leg, I ain't no good at fighting. Just pushing the ore bearer, that's all. So that rather depressing conversation brought to you by Lester. And I don't know if there's anything in there for us. Let's go find out.
Leave us alone, will you?
Oh, this
Nothing
guy.
for you here.
You there, stand back. If any of you come closer, I'll kill her. I'm serious. Don't make me do it. All I have to do is say the last word of my spell and she'll die. What's this all about? She'll use her magics to poison the children of this town. She'll butcher the livestock and she'll seduce the young men. Make them her puppets. She must be killed. What are you talking about? Why the prejudice against a magic user? You said it yourself, you're a mage. After all, you aren't going to kill her with your... Aren't you going to kill her with your magic word? Get a hold of yourself, you idiot. Are you mocking me? No one mocks the great Zordral. You'll pay for your insolence. And he is indeed a mage. And he's indeed going to attack us. Now let's hope that we have less trouble with him than we did with Oompa the Ogre. Alright, Boyle's going to... Oh, I can't do that. Well, I guess I can do it with her. If I knock her out, no big deal.
What you want?
And yeah, there's no time like the present. Again, my instinct is always hoard the valuable thing. It makes no sense to hoard it. Don't hoard your magic missile wands. Just use them. There we go. So that Zordral is injured now, so that's good. Has Boyle cast a spell? No, it doesn't work. Of course it doesn't work. Come on. Damn it, he's going to cast another one. And I think that's... well, here's the thing. If I hold on... I know what I just said, but the last one is an exception, because if you use the last one, the wand's gone. But if you hold on to it, you can get it back. So I think we'll get a recharge. So I think I'm going to hold on to it. Ah, what I hate these spells. I hate these. They're actually. I really should try to get them myself pretty soon, because they are the most effective spells in just ruining your day in the game. Let's see. Does Zar have absolutely anything he can do? I'm almost gonna. I want Zar to come in. Yeah, his hit points worked. I want Zar to come in there and kick some ass here. Come on, buddy. Surely someone can... Now we have the first edition whiffers. Come on, guys. Somebody hit him. He's got this many hit points. Somebody hit him. Is Boyle shooting at him? Come on, man. Do something, brother.
Better part of valor. Better part of valor.
There we go.
Better part of valor.
Saves me the trouble.
All right, so Czar did not survive. Luckily, Czar doesn't carry a lot. Oh, but I have too much stuff. All right. So that means that Montron has to do it. All right. As the rest of our party wanders around the room. Thank you for rescuing me. I am Bentha, and yes, you could call me a witch, for I do use magic. However, I have no intentions of killing the livestock or seducing the young men. Zordral is an old enemy of mine, one who has caused me and my family great pain over the years. If you had not walked in at that moment, I would have been killed. I must thank you again. Is there anything I can do for you? There is an item she can give us, but it's not really very good. Actually, it's a pretty decent item, I should say. I shouldn't say that. Do you have any magic trinkets you can give us? Well, yes, I do. Here, take this. It might come in useful in times of need. It's a potion that cures all poisons. Even item dropped on the ground because I couldn't pick up the damn thing.
This better be good.
Here, you pick it up. Potion of clarity. There we go. It's not what it is, but okay.
Where to now?
So now I just have to wait for my confused idiot friends here to expend the limits of the spell. There we go, as they just did. And then let's see what I want to get rid of here. Well, I definitely want to get those back into my inventory. Let's see if I can consolidate a few things here. Oil speed, no. Oil speed, actually, come to think of it, should be... What? He's not back in the land of the living here? Come on. Oh no, he isn't. He's still panicked. Khalid is still panicked. This does not bode well for our trip to the Nashkel Mines, folks. I gotta say, this dude is not. He's not exactly impressing me. There we go.
Yes.
But wow, yeah, that's not good. So I've had Khalid go down multiple occasions. I have Czar's down. Luckily, he's not that expensive to resurrect. Otherwise, I wouldn't even bother resurrecting the dude. I mean, there's an argument to be made. I'm sure some are like, why would you resurrect him at all? He's a terrible person. And that is true. But, I mean, you figure you're in the party, like, part of the deal is you're owed a certain amount of consideration. And make sure we equip those things. How did he end up with 3? Give that one to... Somebody else have 1. I'll give it to you. Let's see here. What else has Montron got here? Well, we don't need a staff. Quarterstaves are useless. We know that. This magic robe, however... This magic robe we're going to give... Again, you know... Since, in a way, it's funny, since I learned that I don't, from one of you helpful viewers, that I don't actually have to identify things to equip them. I'm running around with a bunch of things that are unidentified. The only problem with that being that I remember enough to know what's not cursed, but I don't necessarily remember enough to know what everything is. So I find myself kind of going like, I think that's okay, or I know that's okay, but I don't know exactly what it does. I know it does something. And this, that's right, we can't give that to him because the poor devil's dead at the moment. So now we have decisions to make. Generally speaking, again, well, I'm glad I went there because there's some gold in there. What do I want to do here? think I'll go in here. A merchant.
I've got the best prices this side of Cormier.
Oh, I didn't want to do that. Sometimes they do this annoying thing where they put the yes and no in different spots than they usually do. I'm going to sell that Morning Star. And yet another letter of evil intent. I'm going to sell that. That pearl, we're going to sell that. And not going to sell that. Everything else I think we're going to hold on to. Yep, I think that's it. And can't afford very much because I've only got 500 gold, so... Yeah, so the carnival's nice and all, but I think that...
This way, good sir. Over
Oh,
here.
yes, we do want to hear from Zeke here. Come one, come all. Take a look at the stone warrior maiden. How long has she been trapped in this petrified form? No one knows. Be the first to learn for the mere price of 500 gold. For that small amount of money, I shall give you a magic scroll, and with this scroll you can release the maiden from her stone prison. Think of the gratitude she will feel to her saviors. Perhaps she's a princess from some far-off land, or a powerful sorceress in search of a concubine. You can't afford not to know. Buy the scroll. A bit of a lie, but not really a lie, because I'm not going to wipe myself out for this. We don't have the money right now. But if you ever get the money, I'll be here waiting. Yes, the carnival stays here for a long time. But that's actually something I might want to consider in the future. That there's a potential companion there, trapped within that stone form. Might be someone I could use. Oh, Jaheira should really see about healing her husband. There he is. Okay.
What now, I wonder?
So, yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I am not crazy about Khalid's bad morale problems. Drives me kind of crazy. The problem is I like Jaheira. Jaheira's quite useful. And they're a package deal, the two of them. There are many characters in this game that are a package deal, and Minsk and Dynahir being another pair. And it's a little bit annoying because it limits your flexibility in what you can actually do, right? So you get one, you got to take the other one, even if they're not really great for your party makeup. So I like having Jaheira in the party, but do I like her enough? I don't want to get rid of her right now because she's my highest level member. It would seem a little crazy to get rid of her at the moment. But I need something to help Khalid out because he's getting screwed, and I can't have him having that morale failure every time. And let's talk to Nayland again and see what exactly I can afford for just a few more potions, because I need a few more if this is the way this is going to go. And let's see here. Well, I don't think I can afford to buy any more than that because I'm going to need to resurrect. And again, I feel, why am I resurrecting this son of a bitch? But again, this is what Boyle would do, right? He's just like, hey, he's a member of the party. We're going to raise him. Probably going to regret that almost immediately. Alright, so that calls for a rest. Oh, actually, it calls for it calls for bolts is what it calls for. Because I just realized that despite my best efforts to buy some in here before and keep Boyle supplied, he's actually running low again. So let's get him a few more bolts, shall we? Yeah, and there we go. And so that's out. And then I think what we're going to have to do now is spend a little time. I really do want to identify some of those items. see what I've got here. So I've got almost everything. Yeah, I've got Zerlong's boots and I've got that robe. I really want to identify both of those items because I prefer to know for sure what they do. Put that up there for a moment. Don't need the potion of invulnerability up there. And does anybody need that chainmail? I don't think anybody... Oh, actually, I know who needs that chainmail. Montron. That doesn't do a damn bit of good for him. I mean, again, the dude's not... I'm not going to have him thieving. His move silent hide and shadows is not good enough to actually backstab anyone. I mean, I've tried. I have tried in the past, boy, let me tell you. I have... Many times have I tried to get him to backstab people, and he constantly fails. And it just becomes pointless after a while. Let's see, but I will give Zar back his stuff. And let's see. Color spray. Do I have color spray? I don't think I have color spray. Alright, just learned color spray. Terrific. Ghoul Touch. This sounds like a good spell for you. There we go. Let's see if you can learn armor. There we go. He finally learned armor. Thank God. Okay. So that's good. He also needs some more bullets. He does not have a lot of bullets. And let's see here. And these. Oh, actually, he does have a lot of bullets. I just had them sitting on another character. Okay. So, let's see. Are we in pretty good shape? We're in pretty good shape here. Alright, so there's that. Now we have to deal with the spells. So let's redo. We're just going to do a bunch of identifies. I don't know if I need this many, but I'm going to do them anyway. Because we're going to go in here and rest in the inn. Noble conditions. Count. And all right, so now that we've got that done, let me just very quickly identify these items. Zerlong's boots are, of course, boots of stealth. They increase my move silent and hide in shadows. Not by a ton, but just by a little bit. Again, we're going to hold on to that for me own self. And a robe. Equipped abilities, the Knave's robe. And as was pointed out to me recently, Boyle is certainly a knave. He sounds pretty navy to me. He gets +1 versus slashing attacks, which is nice, and a save versus death +1, which of course death saves really suck. I'm also going to try to learn Burning Hands, and I succeeded. And protection from petrification as well. Got that as well, so how about that? And shield, yes. Didn't get shield, so pretty good, but as you can see, once again, even a 19 intelligence can fail to learn spells. It's just quite amazing, quite amazing. So now we have to go back and restore my combat loadout, such as it is. And so that's going to mean some sleep spells. And I think, actually, now that I think about it, I think I need sleep spells galore based on what I know we will be facing. Well, wait a minute. I just had an idea. There is a way that I can make Khalid a little bit more formidable. It's risky. but it will require magic missiles. Okay, so let's do that. So let's sleep one more time. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. We want this. He's not the only one we want to modify, is it? We want to modify what Czar has. Czar has his 2 Larlocks, which is great. But I want him to have... an armor as well, so we'll do that. And I admit that I'm holding on to these 2 evil characters a little bit longer than I usually would for... basically for role-playing reasons. I kind of like the idea of them kind of... I like the idea that Boyle feels some loyalty to them because they were the first ones who joined his party next to Imwin, and they kind of kept each other alive out in the forest in those first few days. And that he made a promise to them. He made a promise he would go to Nashkel, and he may not be he's not a law and order guy, but he is a guy who keeps his promises, I expect. So he doesn't want to break the promise that, hey, we are all going to go to Nashkel and resolve the deal of the mines. We are a party. That's what we're doing. So, you know, the game will let you just kick them out, and they're like, oh, fine, which doesn't really make any sense if you think about it. They're like, hey, you told us you would go to us with us to Nashkel. They should be complaining about it if you fire them. So with that in mind as a role-playing thing, I'm going to keep them in the party. Unfortunately, it's probably going to come to blows, but we'll see what happens. So, of course, we will again sleep for the night.
You do not dream often, but tonight the visions are vivid indeed. Long have you walked, but now you find yourself back amidst the stones of Candlekeep. Your former home looms before you, but the gate is closed and barred. Over the walls there is a candle in your old room, but as the light goes out, the brick surrounding the window closes together. The very walls conspire to keep you at bay. A familiar voice startles you. Though it is calm and caring, you cannot go back this way, child. You must go on. Gorion forms before you, and though his image should be comforting, it seems but a shade of his living self. He is dead in your dreams, as in life. The phantom of your foster father gestures toward the blackness of the wood, as though it should be inviting. Perhaps it is, in a way, but the traveling will be hard. As you think this, a smooth and obvious path becomes clear out of the corner of your eye. It seems meant for you, pulls at your very being, and promises to quickly lead you away from the life you once led. Perhaps this would be for the best, but it is a bit too convenient for your liking. You do not wish to dwell upon the loss you have endured, but neither should it be forgotten. Gorion smiles and fades away. The pull becomes a push, but you turn away, steadfast in your new direction. The way is not quite as clear, but it is sure to be interesting nonetheless. A whisper follows as you stride away, something vestigial and sinister that you recognize, but yet have never heard. You will learn. You don't look back.
So there's the first of Boyle's prophetic visions, or prophetic? Psychic visions. I don't know. They're not exactly prophetic, but they're extrasensory visions of some kind. Oh, it's busy out here. Indicating that maybe there's something else going on beyond just the iron crisis of Nashkel. All right, so with that we have so we have our party back in shape. But as I said, my concern, my concern right at the moment is Khalid. Khalid is sort of he's my change-up artist. He's got distance, but I need him to run the front line as well. And he's not doing that well. And again, this is nothing new to anybody who's played the game. Lots of people have trouble with Khalid. Other people have complained before about how the guy just seems like a pin cushion sometimes, which I think is really a matter of the AI and how he draws aggro. But that's a metagame thing. The point is that I need to make him a little more formidable. I think I know the way to do that. And I think there's been a hint of it in some of the people I've talked to here in the town. So it's risky, but we're going to try it. And that answer can only be found in the area of the Nashkel Mines. And so here we are. Here we are at the Nashkel Mines. And we are not going to go actually into the mines immediately. I am going to go poking around the area near the mines, however. Kind of reconnoitering the general zone. Oh, and of course, lest we forget.
Where to now?
Let's do the most important thing.
Nation's servant awaits.
Mages get armor spells. Make sure we do that. This is a real tight fit over here. But yep, Boyle, in case you're wondering, Boyle's having one of those visions again. One of those strange, not the visions like we had just in the interlude there, but one of those strange feelings that there's something over here somewhere. If I can just, there it is. In the knot of that tree. And there it is, a wand. So, and gosh, I wish I had, oh, I don't want to waste the charges already, but we'll deal with that later. I'm like, I could have kept an identified it right now, but whatever. We'll do it later. I think we're going to go all the way around here to get down there. Again, just reconnoiter the area. That's prudent, right? You get to a new area, you want to see what's here and what's there. Although I think we should probably do a quick save here, talking about prudence. Speaking of prudence. And then we're heading down here. Now, what am I after? Well, I am after... There was that, if you recall, the one guy in town talked about a criminal who was south of here, and the bounty hunter, Grey Wolf, was going to apprehend him. I'm going to look for that criminal. But in truth, it's not the criminal that I'm really after. You'll see if you haven't played this part before. It's actually Grey Wolf that I'm after. He's not a very nice man. And this, by the way, Grey Wolf is pretty damn tough. So this may take me a couple of runs here. So we shall see how easily this works out. But as you can see here, we have Prism, and he's actually not the guy we're looking for. So you know who is this guy? But he's sculpting something into the rock face here, kind of a Mount Rushmore type deal. So let's talk to Prism.
Beauteous creature, you are my masterpiece.
Never should I have stolen those emeralds, but there was nothing else that would capture the majesty of thine eyes. I did what must be done, for I have left my shop, forgotten my commissions, and spent all that I had. I must complete thee. Wait, is there someone here? Who are you? 'Twas that relentless Grey Wolf who sent you, wasn't it? I've nothing to do with anyone named Grey Wolf, nor would I want to. Thank Denier. I thought I was done in. I'm not cut out for a life on the run. Mayhaps you could help a foolish sculptor finish his epiphany? Please guard this place, for surely Grey Wolf will come seeking the bounty on the gems. I'll pay with my last possessions if you would do the one service for me. If it's so important, then I shall guard you as best I can, yeah? I thank you, for I cannot run from this place until my task is done. I've been using potions of speed to aid my work, and I have not slept for days. It's not good for you. She is beautiful, is she not? 'Tis a monument to my foolishness. I saw her but once in the outskirts of Everesca, and I said nothing. I let thee pass from mine eyes, and my heart hath cursed me for it. So now we're going to come up against Grey Wolf. And Grey Wolf is way over-leveled for this party, but...
None cross Grey Wolf and live.
It is possible to beat him. I've come for you, Prism. No, not yet. My work is already nearly done. Please, I implore you. Your sentiment is wasted on me, fool. You are but gold in my purse. Do you wish to make your situation worse by hiring help to protect you? Who are you fools? Prism only wishes to finish his masterwork. Why not let him? What harm can it do? You should be more worried about the harm I can do. Never have I taken a bounty and not delivered. Now stand aside that I must dispense with this fool and claim my prize. Or would you rather I go through you to get him? Consider it well if it be worth your lives. Okay, so Grey Wolf is going to turn hostile in like seconds. And if we... So here's a trick. He will turn hostile in seconds. If we get out of the way, he will go kill Prism. So we can't all get out of the way. But what we can do is get the squishy people out of the way for the moment.
Yes.
And then we'll have Jaheira stay there. Khalid, you are on distance, right? Yeah. Which is not to say that Jaheira is really tough, but it'll work, I think. Nope. Okay. So Jaheira gives him a whack, and this is where we have to take the risk here. Oh, Montaron, I left you there. I didn't mean to do that. Come on, Montaron. There we go. And then...
Your voice is ambrosia.
Yes. Gotta do your Lorlox minor drain on this guy. Imoen, of course, does what she always does, which is shoot things.
Yes?
What need ye dead?
Khalid also shooting things. Now, like I said, this guy's... he's tough. So this is basically going to be a lot of us running around like maniacs trying to avoid getting killed by him. Oh, damn it! We didn't save the guy. Well, what can we do? What we can do is avenge him. That's what we can do. We can avenge him. Trophy and Philistine. That was a PS4 trophy I just got. So, yeah, not terrific, but I tried. Like I said, it's very hard to get him. It's very hard to get him to attack you without all being bunched up and save him. But whatever, we're gonna let it fall where it lays. I mean, assuming I don't get killed. We're just gonna play it out here. So, Boyle has done that. So let's do it again. And let's actually see what can Jaheira do. I want her to do the old oil of speed for Jaheira. And we're going to have... Ooh, okay, maybe we're not going to do the oil of speed for Jaheira at this exact moment. We're going to have her... Although she could have used it if she had done it for like 1 second earlier. We're going to have her do this. Run her ass off. Okay. Boyle's going to do one more magic missile. And then everybody else, actually, they are going to continue to shoot, I believe. And yeah, Jaheira's going to go over here. Now, will he follow Jaheira or will he go after one of us? That's the question. Oh, geez, she's really not moving. She's hung up on Czar's robe somehow. Oh, and he's about to swing at Czar's. It's a thing. Sometimes he just decides to switch. I'm not exactly sure how that works. All right. And Jaheira is going to take this opportunity to heal herself. And now Boyle's going to run. And this is how we do it. We just basically keep stringing the guy along until we knock him down to And of course now he's barely injured, which is really disappointing because I thought for sure with all those magic missiles I'd be able to get him down a little bit better than that. So this may take a while. You're still doing your thing. Okay, very good. You just gotta keep him from getting close. Oh, now he's on Khalid. So this is what he does. He will go and he will attack one of us, attack another one. And she's got to recharge. And yeah. Come on, guys. Oh, we all right, well, we tagged him a little bit there. Boyle got him. But he's still barely injured. 6 points of damage. He's still barely injured. Okay. So, I guess clearly the dude has... oh, there he goes. Going after Zar again. All right, so now Zar is going to go this way. And this is the game we play. We just keep doing this over and over and over until it just... It's kind of Wolfpack tactics. It just requires a little bit of micromanagement. Who's he going after now? Nope, still going after them. Alright, so what we're going to do now is...
He spoke at me?
Yep, that way. And this way. The thing is you don't want to do is you don't bunched up. Because if you do that, one person can run and he can turn and immediately kill the other one, so... Yeah, and I'm a little concerned that they are getting a little bunched up here because it's taking Jaheira so goddamn long to cast her spell, which drives me fucking crazy. It's just the delay in actions right here. Man, what is he going to do? I think he's going to have to go that way and hope that that works. And are you up to full, lady? No, you're not up to full yet. You're driving me fucking crazy. Come on. What is up with your spells? Heal thyself. Okay. Everybody else. Montron, attack. Attack. Boyle is attacking, I believe. Yep, he is attacking. And Khalid, same deals. Attack him. There we go. Zara just keeps running. Keep running, Zara. Keep running. You psychopath. Okay. We have a psychopath chasing another psychopath. Okay, so now unfortunately they had to bunch up because they were out of range, which is the other thing you got to worry about. There we go. So we got him down to half, so that's good. We're getting somewhere. And we might as well get Jaheira in on the distance weapon craze here. Good chance he's gonna break off. Nope, hasn't broken off with him. He doesn't like Zar. I mean, I don't really like Zar that much, so I understand. Sorry. Oh, whoa, whoa, that's not good. He's cutting him off here. Oh, he got him again. Oh man, he just couldn't quite catch up to him. Okay, Jaheira. There we go. Boy, I wish we had more distance between our crew here. So yeah, the only problem with this strategy is when he catches up with one of them.
Where to now?
Yep.
All right, come on. We can do this, guys. Come on. Okay, we are knocking him down a little bit at a time. All right. And, yeah, so he gets... And, of course, the reason he's doing so much damage is because the guy has a frickin' magic weapon, which is what really, really causes us trouble. Okay, so she will run. And discretion says that Boyle should get out of the way, and Montron should get out of the way, and Imwin should get out of the way. So he might continue to follow us. Yep, sure enough, he changed direction and started following Boyle. So now Boyle will run.
You've a task?
So every time he gets damaged, there's a chance it attracts his attention to somebody else, which is really what I want him to do. What I think we're going to do now is just... see, there you go. And I think it's funny because I think sometimes when someone moves, it's more likely to attract his attention. I don't know whether that's really a thing with the AI, but it really seems like it is. All right, we're getting him. There we go. We're getting close. We're getting close. Oh, he's back on Boyle again. Tagged him again. I love that when you tag him and you tag certain hard enemies, like it makes the screen shake. That's how hard you hit him. All right, whoa, we've got him. All right, come on, Boyle, just keep a little distance between you and him. And Jahira, you better back up. Oh, see, there you go. She moves, and it gets his attention. It's really interesting. Probably a better way to take advantage of that if I was really thinking about it. There we go. There we go. Bam. Done. We got him. We got that son of a bitch. Okay. Do you have any spells left, my dear Jahira? Yes, you do. Okay, so give yourself quick healing. All right. Now, why did we do all this? Why did we subject ourselves to that arduous conflict? It's not like the guy had particularly great armor. He's just probably very dexterous. It's for that longsword. That is a non-trivial longsword right there, and that will make a big difference in Khalid's life. Sorry, Prism, we could not save Prism. Also, we couldn't save Czar again. There it is. I thought there was a way you get the gems, but I guess maybe you can only get the gems if you save the guy. I guess since I did not save the guy, I can't get the gems. Oh well. I mean, really, I don't want to mess up the guy's sculpture anyway. So, but what else happened in that whole business? Imwin leveled up. Do I want her to be... Just thinking about this. I mean, honestly, probably not going to keep Imwin around. I'm never going to get her Move Silent Hide and Shadows up to be anything decent. Probably want her to be a little bit better. I mean, I've got the traps, right? So make her a little bit better picking locks. Okay, so that's good. And anybody else level up? Nobody else leveled up. Got a bunch of people who are... I mean, I'm getting close. I will certainly level up before long. But yeah, so now we have the magic sword. I believe it's called Viconia. Or no, Viconia is the character. I don't care what. Vascona? I can't remember. But for this, we gotta go back to, well, we've got a dead party member who we have to consider whether we're going to keep, and then we're going to go back to Nashkel anyway, because I'm going to need... That one I need to get the advantage of it, I need to rest and identify it. So once again, I'm going to go resurrect a guy who I probably really don't like that much, which is just very, very interesting. Not a situation I would normally find myself in. Oh, but I almost can't. I almost can't. I am so low on cash here. But I'm role-playing, man. That's you talk about role-playing commitment. That is role-playing commitment right there. I'm just like... All right, I'm resurrecting him again. A person we, like, half the party hates. Not all the party hates, actually. It's just pure role-playing right here, folks. Just not... Doesn't make a whole lot of logical sense, but... what it's worth, we'll give him his stuff back. And it almost seems foolish to give him from friggin' healing potions, because he doesn't have enough. He doesn't have enough hit points. And basically, if he gets hit, he's dead. And he's not in the front line. There's an argument to be made for that. That I'm going to do. I'd be like, hey, look, man, you've been resurrected twice, which cost us 100 gold each time. I think we're going to give the potions to the front line folks. That's fair. I think that's fair. Okay, so away we go.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
I know. And I am. Okay, so what do I want to do here? Oh, wait a minute. No, I need two. I have also an item which I must identify. Alright, so we will take a quick rest and then identify those items. Of course, noble conditions, so we can heal up. And let's see what we have gathered. Actually, let me do that outside, because you wonder why I keep going outside here. It's because I am concerned that I'm going to get hit with a copyright notice when I end up posting these videos to YouTube, and I would prefer to not lose my dialogue because I have to silence the scene. So I will go outside to identify these items. It's always nice to identify items when you're outside, you know. Well-ventilated area. So let's do so this again, immediately, huge item is the Wand of Frost. A really good, reliable damage item. And then we want to, I don't know if I'm, honestly I don't know if I'm going to hold on to that thing. Well, I guess I should. But we definitely need to identify this. Varskona, there it is. Varskona +2. So why did I want to get this for Khalid? Because this sucker has a +2 Thaco, and it does another +1 cold damage on top of that, and it's really fast. So all by itself, this makes Khalid much more formidable. It also allows us to get rid of these stupid other longswords that he's been carrying, because is just entirely superior. So let's see about that. And I can't do that. Alright, I don't really need this. But I don't want to sell it unless it's identified, because then I don't get the money for it. So, alright, so back to the merchants. A couple things I can get rid of now.
Business has been poor, what with the iron shortage and all.
Show me a pretty bit of gold, and you can have anything in the store. Got the gold, do you have anything I need? Okay. I've been doing all of my merchant conversations, but that's okay. So, emeralds. 2 emeralds. Oh, that I did get the emeralds. Okay, so there we go. I just didn't see when I got them. Must have got them from the dead body of the poor fellow himself. And I don't need that studded leather anymore. Or at least he doesn't need it, because he's not going to be doing thieving anytime soon. And Czar doesn't need anything. Anything at all. So yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape here. So now we can head back. And hopefully actually get to the mines. Yeah, Varskona, it's hard to get, but man... in terms of like, it's one of the only +2 weapons you can get at this stage of the game. And I don't know, it's funny what a difference an extra +1 Thaco makes, but that extra +1 to hit just seems to make such a difference in punching power. Really makes a difference for Khalid. And of course he's very close to 2nd level, which will also make a difference. So yeah, if I'm going to keep the guy, because I want to keep Jaheira, right? So if I want to keep Jaheira, that means I have to make Khalid better so he can hang with her. So that's what we do. Pardon me for that little drink break there. And so let's head on back to the Nashkel Mines, and hopefully...
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
Uh-oh. Didn't expect this.
What now, I wonder?
I wonder indeed. I will tell you what. What it is hobgoblins. So we'll cast that right there. Jaheira, one of them is right on top of us, so we'll get that one. Jaheira's going to get that one. Oh god, if frickin' Czar gets killed right here, I'm just going to lose my mind. Where is Imwin? Imwin's right there. And Khalid is right there. And Khalid is going to use his brand new longsword. Nope, it was Imwin who got tagged. So Imwin's going to go this direction. Holy shit, man. God, these guys. Alright, so they're dead. So, where are you there, dude? Okay, so we've got 2 sleeping dudes you can kill. That'll make you happy. And you, Montaron.
Me?
You're equally evil. Or, actually, he's not equally evil. He's close,
What now? Need your pantaloons pressed?
No, milady. I need you to actually do your job. Okay, so they should be able to handle those 2. Hey, Montaron, will you please? Oh, you're trying to hit him with your distance stuff. That's not good. Come on, guys. Come on. Oh, for God's sakes. Team. Kill. There we go, finally. Okay. Alright, so decent amount of stuff on them. Unfortunately, it's all jewelry, which means we'll probably have to head back.
Falls and nature sleeps. Why do we still trump about?
What did I just do? Sometimes with the PS4, it's very easy to have the controller slip to the wrong side. Oh, I missed a silver ring. Glad I did that. Okay, so Jahira,
I care not.
By your command.
Good old, very, very old school reference there. The original Battlestar Galactica. So that's pretty funny. Let me see. So heal Imoen. And I think, let me see. I think we're gonna actually head back to. We're gonna have to turn around, and head back to town, so we can get rid of that stuff, because that's the Nashkel Mines. I will be picking up a whole ton of stuff, and I really need to start with an empty, relatively empty inventory before I do that. So let's do that one more time. There's a lot of back and forth here, unfortunately, but when you're low level, that's what you got to do. You don't. I don't have the hit points to be able to, or resources to be able to hang in a combat for a long time. So there's a lot of sort of tactical resting and returning to town. Like, I can do it if I could just nibble away at it every couple. And this is, by the way, this is far from the last time I'll have to go back to this town. I will definitely have to, before I get through the mines are, I think, 4 levels, and at least every 2 levels, maybe every level, I'm going to have to go back to town to replenish my supplies, to rest in safety, to do all this stuff. So, but meanwhile, let's sell what we've got, so in case someone dies, we can replenish our supplies and bring them back. Okay, so away we go. Rest in the inn one more time. All right, rested and ready to get back on the road, and hopefully we will actually get to the mines this time. I mean, it tells you a lot about this game, that, like, basically one random encounter on the road for first level party is enough to make you turn around and go back to town. It's just, what I said the other night. I call it the level 1 doldrums, and it really is. And again, the funny thing is that these guys, when they made this game, were they did a very good job of pulling the 2nd edition rules. They used that as their requirements, for this game, and they recreate them. The problem is that the 2nd edition rules are actually kind of brutal, almost as brutal as the 1st edition rules, and there's a lot of stuff in there that, frankly, if you were playing pen and paper, you'd probably fudge a little bit. But this game doesn't, and when you have that situation, it means that you spend a lot of time like, well, I only have this many hit points. So it's like you, from everything you do, like you get, like, I get 7 experience per kobold, I get 35 experience per gibberling, and I'm splitting it 6 ways. So you figure out how long that takes to get to 1,200 or 1,400. God, by all the gods of all the depths, you scared the living bejesus out of me. Leave us to get back to work, will ya? We gotta meet our quota. They sent us down to the lower levels. Last crew lost 5 men down there. That doesn't sound promising. And here is the foreman, Emerson.
So you want to take a look at me mine, do you?
I really don't be needing adventurers wandering around me mines. Especially those think they can tromp about with nary a thought about asking permission. Huh. You got 1 day. If I see you after that, I'll have a new shaft dug for each of you. Got that? Good. Emerson doesn't actually enforce that, so I'm not really that worried. But you basically need... you basically need like an 18 charisma to make him friendly with you. Anything less than that, he's just like, fuck you, go away. So now we need to get this guy out of the way.
Stand away, citizen.
I wish you guys luck in there. Whatever's been causing the trouble ain't something I'd want to run into. So much for stand away, citizen. Alright, here we are in the mines.
Oh, I'm so tired.
I love these miners. Minor Gord, as opposed to Major Gord. More adventures, eh? I'd leave while you still can if I were you. I've heard awful stories about what's been happening to those that go deeper in the mine. Why? What have you heard? Well, my friend Rufy barely escaped with his life, he did. That's an unfortunate name. Little demon jumped out of the very walls and chased him down. He'd be dead now if it weren't for the guards that came running. Of course, them guards are dead now. Old Rufy's around here somewhere. Maybe it's Ruffy. You ask him what he saw and he'll tell you. Okay, will do. Well, there he is.
Leave us be. 'Tis much work to be done.
What? What do you want? Tell me about the mines. What's been making the miners disappear? Demons! The little devils are everywhere. I tell you, from the walls they're coming. They're gonna kill us all. Well, that was singularly unhelpful. Nothing in there. What's over here? Aha! Contaminated iron. This iron looks to be coated in some sort of toxic substance, although it is just speculation. You wonder if this could be what's contaminating the iron of the region. I think that might be right. Okay, so... now, of course, we're getting to the point where I should probably...
Yes. Could we cease the incessant noise? To such a pain behind the eyes.
This would be a good place for a henge.
It would not be a good place for a henge. I love the random commentary from my party. Alright. Let's talk to this guy.
Stand away, citizen.
Smelled a kobold the other day and chased him down as far as I dared. Let them have their dankles if they want. Nothing but a nuisance on their own anyway. Too stupid to be behind what's going on. So right away, that solves the quote-unquote mystery. We know that it is not indeed demons. Although I did think, the first time I ever played this, I remember distinctly thinking, I'm like, oh no, I've got to fight imps? Because I knew it couldn't be anything worse than that, but it's like... Or quasits, I guess it would be. But, no, it is merely kobolds, as the more educated Amian soldier lets us know. I think this is also a good time we should change our marching style. These mine shafts do not lend them well to minor quarry.
I think I'm coughing up blood.
Sorry to bother you. Yeah, they don't have... The miners actually don't have a lot that's particular... One of them does. I believe one of them has something useful to say. Like this guy.
I think I'm coughing up blood.
Who's also coughing up blood. Miner Dink! A visitor. Oh, glorious day. We don't get many down here, as you can imagine. Are you going to be going down into the mines? If so, could you return this dagger to Kylie? He dropped it when he went into the mine the other day, and I haven't seen him since. Sure, I'll return his dagger. Thank you so much. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. A simple task, as Boyle would say. As Boyle does say, repeatedly. Aha! There he is, little devil kobold. Oh. Okay. Alright. That was, See, that's why you take kobolds seriously. Because they have actually a better Thaco than you think. So what I want to do now, a couple things. I want to have Jaheira heal our dear extra rogue.
Yes? You're a
If a
queer
tree
fellow.
falls in the forest, I'll kill the bastard what done it.
Do you want to tell me a story about trollops and plugtails, please?
No. Come on, you're way too old for that shit. Alright, so we've got everybody using distance weapons now. Okay, so good. So that's good. And that is, again, part of the key of fighting these kobolds is you gotta go on distance, because they almost all of them use bows, and if you allow them to close, or if you have to wait until you close, they will almost certainly get in a couple shots on you. They seem to have very fast initiatives. I guess they just have good speed factor on their weapons. I don't know quite what it is. But Minor Marvin. But they I don't know, they have a very, very strange way of seemingly always getting a hit or two in on somebody. A lot faster than you would think. And like this guy, for instance. So we're not going to trifle with him, we're just going to shoot him. Come on. Oh man, come on.
A bit more hurt than I thought.
Okay. Well, in this case, Boyle's going to use his own ability, which he acquired not long ago. His last prophetic dream.
So insufferably charitable?
Oh, the Montron annoyance is building. It's only a matter of time before he has had enough with those goody goodies.
There are so many places I would rather be.
Now we're also another thing, by the way, that I have to be careful in here. This is I think the first place in the game you encounter it is when you're in enclosed spaces and you start moving around with these characters. If you push them to go a direction, you say everybody go down here, and one of them encounters a blockage, something like either another character is in the way trying to pathfind, or there's something that they can't get around, like a mining cart in this case, they will turn around and look for another route. They don't have another route. It's not like there's a path that they know will go there. It only thinks like, it's like an ant. It only thinks like one step ahead. So it just kind of looks for another route and looks for another route. And so it's very easy to have like half of your party end up taking this either the long way around or a way that kind of looks like it's the long way around but doesn't actually go anywhere. So it's very unfortunate when that happens, because it really, I should save, I haven't saved it in some time. It really can split the party very quickly before you know what's going on. But I think I have explored this whole first area, so as I said, you kind of have to go back to town every few areas, but certainly the first area is pretty easy. So let's head down to the second area. This is where things get serious.
You must gather your party before venturing.
I did. It only took me a second. Relax, buddy.
Help! Help!
They're coming! The yipping demons, they're everywhere! Save me! Please just calm down. Everything's gonna be okay. But they're here! They're... And there they are. And in fact...
Your voice is ambrosia.
I lied to him. Everything is not gonna be okay. Wow, I only have one sleep spell. Oh, I haven't rested. That's why. Okay. Well, I definitely will have to turn around pretty soon. All right. Wow. Wow, I am shocked that sleep spell did not take them all out. See, again, kobolds are... There's no way these guys should be worth 7 experience. They punch way above their weight. And again, a lot of it is... Here's something that has been discussed. I know some folks have been discussing on the line fairly recently. It's not so much... The big challenge in D&D, one of the big challenges in D&D has always been like challenge-appropriate encounters, right? Or level-appropriate challenges, I should say. And...
I'm starting to find this group almost palatable.
Yeah, because we've saved you twice from... We've resurrected you. But I think in this case you should go that way.
What now, I wonder?
There we go. But yeah, challenge, balancing challenge for the level of the party. Always been a problem. In pretty much every version in different ways. And the thing that was really not well reflected in First Edition and Second Edition was the impact that equipment has on the relative effectiveness of an enemy. So in other words, we've already talked about one of the big examples that I use all the time is Gibberlings. Gibberlings are worth 35 experience points. Why are they worth 35 experience points? Because technically they have more hit points than a kobold. So, and I think they're stronger too. So it's like, okay, well, they're stronger, they have more hit points. That is in early versions of D&D. That was the primary measure for how you knew whether something was what its XP value was, which is, we didn't used to have challenge rating, we just had XP, which is what all these, again, where you get these numbers. But it doesn't take it all into account the fact that kobolds are using weapons, Gibberlings are not. Kobolds have superior dex, Gibberlings don't. And when you have a bow, dex is what matters. So it was never really a good measure of how effective they actually are in combat. And 3.5 took a stab at kind of figuring that out a little bit better. They, I think, just basically tried to factor in, the recommended weapons that the monsters would use into the XP value. Whether they were tool users or not, essentially. But that wasn't even very good. And honestly, challenge rating isn't even that great either. Look, it's Miner Kylie though. Let's give him back his dagger. Poor guy.
So dark down here.
Well, you are a miner. You have my dagger? Thank you so much. I was getting nervous down here, being unarmed, with all the things going on. What do you know about the happenings in the mine? Kobolds. They're overrunning the place piece by piece. We used to see them occasionally, but now you can't go more than a few feet without kicking one of them on the lower levels. It's not so bad up here with the guards around. Still, I wouldn't get caught in the dark if I were you. For doing that simple little favor, we got 200 experience, so that's nice.
Yes.
And of course, what that leads us to, yeah, they seldom work alone. Kobolds seldom work alone. They're not more or less smart enough to work alone, so. There you go. If you get the good hit on them, they go down, immediately. So that's great. The trick is do you get that hit or not? It's an Amian soldier, so we know that's not overrun. Don't like the fact that Boyle is up front. Why is Boyle up front? Maybe I want to switch the party composition back again. I liked it much better when Boyle's in the middle. They kind of tend to bunch up on that in this composition, but this sort of pentagram style here, but now, I am able to go through this level fairly quickly, only because there's no traps in this level. Once we get to the next level, oh, that's going to change. And there's the next one. There's always a next one. And there's the next one. There's always a next one. You just gotta... I don't even bother picking up the stuff until I, can see a blank wall with no kobolds behind it. I think that's it. And just to be sure, I don't think I'm low on arrows, but yeah, we're not really that low on arrows. Okay. Although Khalid he's less than a full load, so maybe Khalid should pick up just a few.
Can I help you?
Okay, it was only the 20 that they had. Alright, that's fine. Or 19, whatever it was. That's fine still, though. That's all. You just need to pick them up every once in a while, top them off. It's usually okay. Now, I happen to know there are more down here, so there we go. You just want to advance on them fairly slowly. I always get nervous when those first couple shots miss. Fire! Fire, gentlemen. Fire, and ladies. Here we are. There we go. Other side of this. Is it a bridge? Is it a... It's like a... I mean, what is this? It's a causeway, I guess. Another friend scroll. Don't really need that, but... Give that to Khalid. Alright, so close to cleaning out this area. Close, but not quite. You see they've left dead miners in their wake. Victims that the others had mentioned. Hey, look. A kobold. And another kobold. Oh, the other fun thing about them is that it, I don't think they still do this, but in 2nd edition, someone decided that they were basically little, like, dragon wallaby type guys, and they hop. Which is really funny. It's not really funny that no one is hitting him and he's hopping straight toward Imowen, who is squishy, so we're going to move her back. And we're going to move Zar back. We're going to move Boyle back. And we're going to have...
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
Jahira and Khalid go to melee. Bit of a unnecessary precaution, perhaps, but things go bad really fast in these combats. Again, when you're first level, how many times do you have to get hit before things go bad? Once, twice, like, it doesn't take much. It's just... Another way of looking at it is when you're first level, you're still a regular person. A talented person, but still just like a regular Joe. It's like a regular person can be... What is going on here? What are you guys doing? Why is... This, again, kind of the random activity of these... This is concerning to me. Imowen, get back. I don't want you here. Way, way, way too... Yeah. This is just weird where the pathfinding goes a little wonky. Okay, come on. Everybody shoot at him. Come on, shoot at him. I knew it. I knew she was going to get tagged. I knew this. Sometimes you just, it's the cadence of the turn where you just...
I'm never quite so comfortable as when I'm at least 6 feet under.
So, Zar really likes being a necromancer. So let's just top off her hit points. But yeah, when you're first level, you're basically just a regular schmo with some talent. You know, an arrow can kill you, a good cut from a sword can kill you, just like it can kill anybody else. It's only when you get up to those higher levels that you become, well, kind of superhuman. As opposed to 5th edition, where you're superhuman almost from first level. You're always superhuman. You're just... I mean, I don't mean to cap on 5e. There's a lot I love about 5e, but there's... it's not perfect. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing? I didn't ask you to go off all by yourself. Okay, anybody up here? Anybody down here? Nope. Huh. I think I'm missing something. Let me just look at the area map. No, I didn't. I am... Aha! What is this? A kobold. Alright. Oh, multiple kobolds. Come on. He managed to hop his way over to us. And once again, Imoen finds herself right in the front. I don't know how she keeps doing that, but... Montron, you get up here. You've got a sword. There we go. Okay, so unnecessary as it turns out.
Yes?
Okay. Aha, now this is important stuff. There's a Jasper gem, which is great, but then, more importantly, the vial of mysterious liquid. This potion can substance, similar to residue you have seen in some of the mining carts. The liquid inside appears to very slightly discolor iron that it comes in contact with, and is likely related to the mysterious plague that renders smelted weapons and tools brittle. The kobolds you killed must have tainted all the ore leaving the mine, though it is unlikely they would have concocted this plan themselves. And so it is very important that I take one of those, because this is like it's like the viral sample I need. I need to make a vaccine. Relevant to current events, of course. Alright. Okay, so a couple more kobolds guarding the entrance. Seems like we're on the right track, eh? Alright. And I think, yes, so that's all of them. Now, here's the trick. Next up is the third level. The third level becomes a lot more dangerous. A, because you face more than kobolds, well, more than regular kobolds, and you face more kobolds altogether. B, because there's traps, and the traps are not trivial. And I really wish, really wish that Boyle had made a level already, but his Find Traps of 50 is going to have to do. Unfortunately, the other problem with this is that this is a place you cannot rest. You cannot rest in this mine because the encounter chance of any given area is set, by the creators of the game, and varies, depending on where you are. And for if you're out in the field or out in the forest, it's reasonable. You've seen it. It's a reasonable chance you're going to get an encounter. I don't know, 20%, something like that. The chance that you're going to get an encounter down here is about 90%. So attempting to rest in this dungeon is foolish. It's foolish. It's a recipe to just wear your party down little by little. You will keep getting weaker. You will not get any rest. You will keep getting harassed by kobolds until you finally succumb. So that means, unfortunately, that we have to leave the mine and get out of it. And it kind of almost means that we gotta walk back to town. There's less chance that we'll get attacked on the surface, but it's not safe.
You must gather your party before venturing.
It is not safe. And, of course, despite what Emerson told us, he never really kicks us out of the mine, so I'm not really worried about that. So the question is, I think whether we go back to town is partially defined by what we've got, how full up we are. We're not particularly full up. So maybe we can afford to sleep here. The problem is those guards will not help us. If we get attacked, we get attacked. So they will happily sit by and just let us get killed. So they are no help at all. But what I do want to do is maybe... It's probably the safest place to go. I do want to save. And, well, let's try it. Let's see if we get lucky, or if we don't. We got lucky. Jalula. All right, so that's terrific. That is terrific. We have gotten lucky, which means we can go back down to the 3rd level and start with a fresh spell load, which is fantastico. So we're going to do that very shortly. What I'm going to do right now, however, is take a quick break. Let's see, what time is it now? We've got it's just after 5, West Coast. So I'll take a quick break and then be back on in about 10 minutes. So not done with this. I am bound and determined to get through the Nashkel Mines today, but we're going to take a quick break and then we'll be back shortly. This, of course, is Old Tom Jin, and this is my playthrough of Baldur's Gate, the Enhanced Edition. Thanks for watching with me today, and I will be back in 10, the other side of the break. All right, see you soon.